Alright, well I decided to take the head off, and I am going to set the valve lash, so might as well take the head off and clean it up. I just want to make sure they got these bolts right so that the long ones, there. These three are long. Might have been a slight leak here. I think that indicates that it's bottomed out on the tappet and needs to be adjusted. All right, checking these valves. I think the spec is the intake, or I think the intake's supposed to be between 5 and 6, or 5 and 7, I mean. I can get a 6 in there. Can't get an 8. And then on the exhaust, can't quite get an 8. Get a 6 in there though. So they're probably both at about 7. So not much, unless I gotta lap the top down a little bit, then they'll snug up even more. So I'm gonna pop those springs off. Alright, I got the springs and keepers out of there. Take those, don't look too bad. A lot of build up, but as far as the seat, clean it up and lap it and reset the lash on it. The exhaust, might have got beat down in there a little bit, but Clean that up too. Alright, I cleaned off the valves here. The wire wheel. Intake looks pretty good. There's a little bit of slop. I don't think that's too bad, but the exhaust is all worn down. The seat looks good, but the stem is worn down, and there's a lot of play in there, so I might have to look at getting new sleeves. Alright, I ordered a new exhaust valve. Here's the old one. I think this is probably, this groove in here maybe by design, because it doesn't seem to get all the way down where the valve guide is. But anyway, I was concerned about this slop in here. Seemed excessive. I got the new valve. Doesn't have that groove in there. And obviously I'm going to have to grind it down a bit. It's bottoming out on the tappet. But it's got about the same amount of play. And I did order a guide, and that also seems quite sloppy. So I don't know if it's worth, I don't have the kit to tap that, pull that out, and drive this new one in. So I may just put the new valve in there, do some valve lapping, make sure it's seated good, and continue on from there. Alright, little amateur tip. When you're grinding these valves down to get your gap, don't be impatient and grind it too far, and you gotta spend a lot of time lapping or putting sandpaper under there and trying to wear it down to close that gap up. Take your time, a little bit at a time. These head bolts are supposed to be 165 inch-pounds, I believe.